Hi everyone, welcome back to the Excavation of Hob's Barrow. Here we are, near Margaret's Lookout, the bench for dedication to Arthur's mother. And we've just had a conversation and finally met Leonard Shoulder, the man who invited us here and started this strange, mysterious adventure all that time ago. Where are we? Well, we had a couple of strange dreams. One where we think there was a small creature, possibly a goblin, which we've heard two names for. One being Hob, and that's why Hob's Barrow has been thusly named. The other one was Saxnot, which is what Leonard's father told him about, a mischievous goblin who ordered some leather boots from the cobbler and then paid with pig's teeth. But they were scared of him, so he accepted. I'm not sure if there's any clues there or future potential puzzles. I'm not sure. We also discovered that Hob said in our vision or dream that proof would be given to us in the morning that he has helped our father in the past and he will help our father in the future. Now, that proof, as we believe, came as our father's journal was pushed under our door during the night. And it also came with this strange stone with a cockerel motif on it, which we have been unable to identify so far. I'm wondering if that is going to be part of the family crest of the manor house, because that's what it feels like. And the carvings that we saw in the book, or the pictures we saw in the book, can we view the book? There were some images in here, look. I wonder if we're going to see this. That's something that you might see around a manor house or on a statue or something, isn't it? That's what I was getting the feeling for. So yeah, and I'm wondering if this could be a motif of the Panswick family crest or something like that. That could be very loose and very out of the loop. But anyway.
The day was starting to test me. The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening. It was after that first conversation with Leonard Shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature. What if my dream wasn't just a dream? What if it was all more than simple coincidence? What if that thing really could help my father?
Yes, so that is interesting. So we've had that conversation with Fresh Grave here. We've had that conversation with Leonard, which, to be honest, gave us more questions than answers, I feel. But we'll head over. Oh, is this the mushrooms and the hole where we found the here's Wally, the boy who buried his sister's doll in the hole.
Hello, Wally.
Go away! You gave the doll back to my sister.
It wasn't very nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough to know better.
They're real, and thanks to you, I'm cursed.
There's no such thing as curses either, Wally.
Go away!
Again, more of this fair folk. And is the goblin actually a fairy, part of the fair folk? I don't know my lore. Another flashback back to an early days. So they said when our father was excavating the...
Mummy?
Oh.
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
What are you burning?
Nothing. Just waste. Now go inside.
Is that our father's journal? Oh, a page has landed near us.
Abrax. Mummy, what is this?
Waste. Burn it.
Abrax. What could that be? Okay, here's the farmer, Mr. Bryden.
Good day, Mr. Bryden.
Miss,
I'll stop you there. I know what you're going to ask. No, I haven't changed my mind.
There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr. Bryden, allow me to explain. There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh,
Yes, can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
the answer's still no, lass. I saw what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging.
How's the goat?
easy girl. I'm not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
Okay, it's definitely something with the goat. Maybe we need the rope or something. I don't know. There's a bucket there. Oh my goodness, how are we going to convince him to allow us to dig? Go on, one more time.
No questions. I'm not interested.
But
Off with you.
What about if we show him the journal?
look, Mr. Bryden, my father's journal. It confirms he was with your brother during the excavation of Hob's Barrow.
Ha! Take that away from me. I'll be having none of that.
Okay, what about, do you recognise this stone?
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that.
Oh, here we go.
By God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
Oh, hello.
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realise that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me. The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog. Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
Oh! So
Incredible.
it's a pebble with the
pear.
snakes.
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe.
So our...
Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Yes.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hob's Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
Nope.
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
Go on then.
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there. Tongue-tied too, the man were.
That's our
My
fault.
father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment. I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig?
Don't push your luck, lass. Market's on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
Thank you, Mr. Bryden.
And like that, I finally had permission to excavate Hob's Barrow. As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me? To protect me? To stop me from following in his footsteps? You failed. And so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no.
Oh.
He should have never given me that stone.
Wow. That took a sinister mark. Right, so we've got permission to dig. Now let's go and get our equipment and some able-bodied men to begin our excavation. Wally's gone home. We saw them setting up for market earlier, so let's head on in. Ah, it is indeed busy. Produce pie seller. Mrs. Tompkins, the maid from the manor house. Mr. Crozier, the blacksmith. Got pie man. We've got apple seller.
Mutton pies!
We've got a woman. Oh, we've got apple seller produce. Let's have a wander around here. Make sure our equipment's in the alley still.
Perhaps I have something in here that could help me get the knife unstuck.
Oh, yes, I've forgotten about the knife. Oh, the cat's on the wall.
No, there's nothing useful here. It's Herbert, the local stray.
Right then. Let's start our chat with the woman who's got a nice meat and herbs and all sorts of selection on her stall.
Good day.
Fresh produce.
Tell me about the produce.
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things. You're welcome to have a gander.
I'll be sure to browse. Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
A decent selection of cuts and sausages.
Nice, okay.
Sacks of apples and cabbages. They've all seen better days.
Oh.
Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Would you like to try one on the house, like?
Yes, please. I'm rather hungry.
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
Can we
The
put that...
apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Ooh. Do we have it up here? Yeah, so we got this mouldy old apple then. Thanks, mouldy apple
Fresh
selling guy.
Scotch eggs!
Ooh, I love a Scotch egg.
He's selling an assortment of greasy meat pies and Scotch eggs.
Oh, don't get me tongue. Oh,
Can I interest you in a pie?
yes, please.
Finest mutton in all the county. 2p each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out.
Oh, God. Salivating thinking about a nice Scotch egg now. Haven't had any dinner.
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Thomasina.
Ma'am?
Tell me about yourself, Miss Tompkins.
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who's that?
The milkman. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him.
Ah, tell me about Lord Panswick.
You are in the employ of Lord Panswick.
Aye, he employs Arthur Bewlay in one way or another.
Tell me about the workers.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
What about this milk? Where does it come from?
If Mr. Ambrose
Don't
doesn't
say
turn
cows.
up and I find you some milk, would you be able to introduce me to Lord Panswick?
His lordship really doesn't like visitors, ma'am.
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me. But she'll be even crosser if I come back without fresh milk.
So, do we have a deal?
Aye, bring me some milk and I'll take you to his lordship.
Thank you.
But hopefully Mr. Ambrose will arrive soon.
Ah, okay. It's not cow's milk. It'll be goat's milk, won't it? Thus, the bucket next to the goat, who is looking a little bit sketchy. So, okay, so the goat does have a purpose. Right, who is Mr. Ambrose, apart from the milkman? Is he the farmer?
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye, he should have been here a good 2 hours ago. He's here every market day, you see. He sells only the freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it. I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.
There's a lot of strange events happening this week, isn't there? Do you know anything about Hobbs Barrow?
Are you familiar with Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
Never mind.
Okay. These stones, have you seen them before?
What do you make of these stones?
Oh, gives me the creeps.
Why?
Dunno, just a feeling.
What about Mrs. Fenchurch?
Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
Thank you, ma'am. But tell me if you see Mr. Ambrose, won't you?
Will do. Will do. Right, let's have a word with Mr. Crozier.
Good day.
Hey up.
Hey up, lass. Saxnot, that's the other name of the goblin. Let's have a go through these then.
Look at this, Mr. Crozier. It's my father's journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Ha! Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Did the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
Did you meet my father?
I found out my father visited Bewlay 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were he here for?
That's what I intend to find out.
Do you recognise or see anything about these stones?
What do you make of these stones?
Don't look like out to me.
Okay. Tell me about the folklore.
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some right stories.
Oh, here we go.
Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
Ah, there we go.
A goblin, you say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the Plough and Furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her fiddle.
Ooh,
Can't
is
say I've
that-
seen her myself.
Is that the
mind.
blonde girl we saw? Would this be Saxnot?
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Never heard of it. What is it?
Oh.
Never
So
mind.
that was the goblin who sold the boots, apparently.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Apologies.
Anything to help us get that stuck knife out of a table?
I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the Plough and Furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Mr. Crozier.
That were a struggle. Here you are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Anywhere we can get milk round here?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I'm a blacksmith, not a cattle farmer.
Quite. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Right, so there we go. That's the second time we've heard about the
Wolf pies!
let's see if the cobbler's in. No,
No one here.
no one to vouch for. These random people walking around we can't ask, so let's head into the plough and see if there's people to chat to in here. Ah, there's Leonard.
Joe, perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Don't you start an all.
Joe's putting loads of sugar in his tea. There's Leonard. Anyone over here? No, okay. Have a word with Mr. Kemp.
You found old Leonard, I see.
Eventually.
Yes, finally.
Yes, my father.
I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh?
Ooh. Okay.
Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Didn't make us sit through it again, that's very good.
Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewlay, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
Isn't it? Mother Mildred.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
Oh.
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago. Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Miss Tompkins, the maid from the manor house.
Who is Miss Tompkins?
A housemaid in the employ of Panswick Manor. She comes by to pick up his lordship's weekly paper.
I'm surprised newspapers are available in Bewlay.
Aye, his lordship gets what he wants.
Lord Panswick.
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from outside of Bewlay.
Aye, he has many interests around the country.
What sort of interests?
His lordship's affairs are his own business.
Where can I get some milk?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
Sorry, lass. I've none at all.
Never mind.
Have you heard of Saxnot?
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Right, have a word with Joe, see if he wants up chap. I'm guessing he won't.
Hello?
Oh, aye, she's back again. Can't a man drink his tea in peace?
You haven't got any
There's
milk.
for you here, lass.
Okay.
Horrible man. How many more sugar cubes is he going to add to his tea? He'll have no teeth left by the end of the day.
Right, we'll leave. We just had spoken to Leonard, so we'll leave that there. Right, so first of all, we can go and try and milk the goat. If we milk the goat, we can then... Let's have a word at going to the church, see if the father is eventually coming there. No, he's still not with his parishioners going scripture like he said he was. So let's head over to the farm. Back to Mr. Bryden's farm. And see if we can milk the goats. Oh, sorry. I wanted to go that way. Out on Tutmore. Right. Hello, goatee.
I should ask Mr. Bryden for permission before attempting to milk his goat.
You're quite right, we should do.
What do you want?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome to it.
Eunice?
Me goat. Good luck.
Thanks. Hobbles backwards. Closes the door. Right, okay. What do goats like eating things? Maybe they want the rotten apple? I don't know. Should we just try with a bucket? And wish us luck. Where's the bucket? There we go.
All right. We're doing this.
We're doing this. Are we? Oh, Hob. Oh! Is that old Samuel? He hung himself from that very tree, did he? Ooh. There is a bit of rope wrapped around that tree.
I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what's happening to me. All this superstitious nonsense must be getting to my head.
Somehow, yes. Did you see it too? There's definitely rope there, isn't there? Or it's been cut down. Right, did we get milk? In that sort of fevered dream? No.
I'm not going near that thing again.
Right, okay. Okay. Where does that leave us then? Do we ask Mr. Bryden if that's where his brother hung himself?
Well, did you get any milk out of her?
I tried, and failed miserably.
She's a temperamental beast.
Perhaps you could milk her for me?
I'd like to help you, lass, but I've just had a flare-up in me joints. I worked myself too hard this morning. I couldn't bend down to save myself.
Is there anything I can do to help?
My wife would say I'm beyond any help. I'm certain of that. But if you know of any remedies for aching joints, please send them my way.
Okay.
See what I can do, Mr. Bryden.
Right.
I'm going to rest for a while. Ta-ra now.
Ta-ra. Right, over to Mildred Walker then. Mother Mildred, see if she can help us with some sort of aching joint lotion or something. No doubt she'll want something for it. Probably to clear her tab at the bar. So she can go back. She was this way, wasn't she? Yes. Into the woods. So, yeah, I'm a little not confused. Oh, another flashback as we wander through the woods. Past where Arthur was
Daddy,
having his memories.
I have something for you. I do hope you remember it. I've taken great care of it. I'll fetch it for you now, all right?
Okay, we're sort of like a young lady now. Young teenager, maybe. What is it that we've got? A crate? Oh, it's the urn we...
Daddy, you must remember this. The day that started it all. It's the red urn you buried in the garden for me. My first ever excavation. Where should I put it?
Put it on the shelf.
Mother took away all the knickknacks that used to sit on these shelves. The pot might look nicer a little closer to the light anyway.
Oh, put it up there then, shall we?
Perfect. It will catch the light from your lamp so nicely. There. I'm going to become a great barrow digger just like you. I hope the pot reminds you of those adventures we had together when I was a child, and how thankful I am for everything you've taught me. Now I must tell you about my visit to Pallinghurst. I found an arrowhead.
Okay. So that's the same point where Arthur was having those little memory flashbacks we couldn't quite piece together though, could he? Oh look, there's a fox eating the resin. Maybe that's to draw us to the resin, but we've already got the resin. Maybe that's part of what's going to go in this ointment.
Good day.
Yes?
Do you have any milk?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
No, sorry.
Not to worry.
Mr. Bryden's aches and pains.
Do you know of any remedies for aching joints?
You're too young to be suffering from this, surely.
It's for someone else, Mr. Bryden.
Yes, yes. I know just the poultice.
Capital. May I have some?
Well, I don't have the ingredients, I'm afraid.
What do you need to make it?
It's a simple blend made of natural elements. Elderflower and flirtwort. I can make the poultice for you if you bring me these things. Then it just needs to be applied directly to the joints. That should ease his burden.
Thank you.
Elderflower, I know what elderflower is. I make elderflower wine and an elderberry wine as well, but it looks like autumn. Elderflower comes out in May.
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
It's the wrong time of year, though. Flirtwood, I'm not sure what that is.
Where can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewlay. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
Farewell.
Yeah, it definitely looks autumny, doesn't it? So, oh no, maybe not. It's greener here. So, yeah, elderflower and flirtwort. Keeping an eye on the trees now. I know what elderflower looks like. What's that there? Maybe. Okay, let's head out onto the moor. See if we can find any of those. Aha!
This looks like it might be elderflower. I'll take some.
Make some elderflower wine with that, lovely. Or some fizz. Lovely. Right, so we've got some elderflower. That was easy enough. Let's head past the church and out onto the moor proper. Ah, Father Roach.
Excuse me, Miss Bateman. I'm in something of a hurry. Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Which work is that quote from?
Romeo and Juliet. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, yes, he was quizzing us with all the Shakespeare quotes earlier, wasn't he? Right, so he's not in the church doing his scripture. Have a look here in the garden for any white flowers. I don't see any. Let's head out onto the moor then. Nothing obvious here. Continue out. Oh, we're back to the farm. Let's head this way to the bench then and see if there's anything out here. I'll head this way out to the moor. Ah! Hello there.
Good day, little one.
What's she holding?
Hello.
So is this the mystery of the...
What's this? A fiddle bow?
Oh, it's a fiddle bow. Okay.
There's no string.
So this is the mystery of the Hob's daughter, isn't it? The goblin's daughter. They mentioned she played the fiddle by the Devil's Toe.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours? Don't be shy. I don't mean you any harm.
She's probably not allowed to talk to strangers. Herself.
What are you doing out here all alone on the moors? Do you live here? Would you like me to fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again? Yes?
She jiggled. Yeah, okay. Oh, she's given us her... There's the Devil's Toe.
Most peculiar. Perhaps I can mend the bow for her.
Yeah.
If memories of my childhood violin lessons serve me right, bowstring is made from animal hair, coated in a waxy resin.
Aha.
Strings don't vibrate without it.
We've got the waxy resin. Well, maybe we can get the animal hair from the goat.
The Devil's Toe, a local landmark.
Right, can we go past it? So that's definitely, she ties in with the Hob's daughter, or the Goblin's daughter. Ah, this is Leonard's house, isn't it? The gloves and the washing's all gone. Can we go that way? No, this is it. Okay, let's have a look at the
Mr.
woods.
Shoulder has stacked blocks of wood neatly beneath this small lean-to. A sweet little hen, plump and well-groomed.
Okay, we know he's in the pub, but we'll give a knock on the door. Can we have a look in the window, actually?
Mr. Shoulder told me he'd be at the Plough and Furrow.
Yeah.
No sign of any movement.
Oh, hello. I wonder if we take the washing line now, but not. Okay. Okay, so where are we going to find this wart? That's a little white flower as well. We've got the elderflower. Also in someone's gardens. Maybe it's in the garden of the manor house. We don't know where that is though. So let's come out of the church. I thought the church garden might be a good shout. Maybe there's some houses over here with gardens, isn't there? Maybe we'll go and have a look over here. Any white flowers here? No, nothing that I can see. Where was... Ah, the post office. Yes, that had gardens as well. That was down the alleyway over here, wasn't it? Down there. Still no luck. Darn. Oh, hang on. Anything on the produce store?
A decent selection of cuts and sausages.
Do you know what wart
Fresh
is?
produce.
Milk?
Do you have any milk for sale?
Not today, sorry.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Right.
Fresh Scotch eggs.
What's the other way down the valley? Sorry, past the alley. Have we been this way? I can't remember. Yes, we have. And this is where we saw Wally on the other side of the village, didn't we? So, excrement.
Fresh and steamy. Delightful. I believe a horse to be the culprit.
Horse poo. Is there a horse hitched up down here? There is.
A fine specimen. She's well looked after.
Is that the Lord? Let's see it go into the plough, see if the Lord's in there. Ah, who's this?
He appears to be lost in deep thought. Hello there.
Yes?
Let's introduce ourselves.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ted? Ted Cross?
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
Ah, so we've met Ted Cross and we've got yet more to understand about him, but for now we'll leave it there. So it felt like we took a step forward to take a step back this one. We've got a few more tasks to do. We've got to fix this fiddle for the little girl who we think is the little girl in the folklore tale of Hobbs's daughter, who plays her fiddle by the devil's toe. We've also... Well, we've got the stone from Samuel, from Mr. Bridgen, and we've also got the permission to excavate the barrow if we can get the workforce. But to get the workforce, we need the milk to convince the milkmaid to introduce us to the Lord, to ask for permission to get the manual labour. And to do that, we need the milk, which we need to milk the goats. And to milk the goats, we need to get some remedy for the farmer for his aches and pains. And that is one of the things we're doing now, trying to find the white flowers. But we'll continue this next time. Lots to do. It seems to be increasing the stuff we need to do all the time. But that keeps it interesting for sure. Thanks so much. We'll find out more about Tom Cross next time. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.